in Southwest Nigeria. We are dedicated to delivering top-notch content that keeps you informed, entertained, and engaged. Stay connected on Power 365 Radio by following us on all our social media platforms, on Facebook at Power 365 FM, Instagram at Power 365_FM. Power 365 Radio, your source for news and insight.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Sport Hour, coming to you live from the studio and stable of Power 365 FM. Yeah, this is the Thursday edition. Although today we are not going to do any throwback news because we have more than enough news to discuss today. I'm sorry, the only throwback to the news today is the latest ranking for the Super Eagles. Alright, we'll get to that. Let's start with the MPFL. Niger Tornadoes players have been charged to remain focused and determined ahead of their final match of the season against Sunshine Stars. The chairman of the Ikon Ala Boys, Ibrahim Dada, gave the charge in an address to the players in Mina. He assured the team that the management will provide all necessary support to ensure a successful outcome. Well, the management is leaving no stone unturned to ensure we end the season on a high note, that told the players in his address. We need a collective effort from everyone, including the players, to achieve our objective. Let's work together to make it happen, says Dada. For Niger Tornadoes, we host Sunshine Stars at the Amadou Bello Stadium on Sunday. They have recorded 48 points from 37 MPFL matches. Alright, let's talk about the Southwest Derby. Sporting Lagos supporters will storm Ibadan in large numbers for their Southwest Derby clash with Shooting Stars. Abdullahi Before side straight tackle with Shooting Stars at the Lincoln Salami Stadium in Ibadan on Sunday. Sporting Lagos need a win from that game to maintain their top flight status. While the modest club currently occupies 17th position on the table with 46 points from 37 games. Well, their post on Twitter is our biggest derby game yet. Let's share the boys in the most important game of our season. The bus leaves Oniko Police Station parking lot at 12 p.m. The club stated on their X account. Right now, let's talk about the game that happened yesterday. Talking about an outstanding game, match day 36 between Doma United and Sunshine Stars in Gombe. Well, Doma United have a mountain to climb to escape relegation from the Nigeria Premier Football League following a 1-0 home defeat to Sunshine Stars in a rescheduled match day 36 game at the Patami Stadium in Gombe yesterday. Okay, I'm still talking about that game. The first half goal by Yusuf Ibrahim condemned the Savannah Tigers to their 16th defeat of the season, leaving them on 43 points and 18th on the table. Before the kickoff of Wednesday's match, he had been rocked by players' protests over unpaid 2-month salary and allowances, spelling more doom for their campaign. With their last game of the season at home to Abia Warriors on Sunday, the win and the 3 points might not be enough to save Doma's season. Above them in the relegation zone are fellow strugglers Sporting Lagos Aqua United both on 46 points, while Bayelsa United have 47 points. After almost making the MPFL Super 6 playoff on their debut in the top flight last season, Doma had a strong start to life this season, ranking in the top 3 as of December 2023, but their fortunes began to dwindle in January, losing 12 matches plus 6 draws and just 3 wins. Where for Sunshine Stars, their struggles are over and have now moved to top half of the table with 52 points ahead of their last game against Niger Tornadoes in Kaduna on Sunday. Quickly, let's talk about the national team. And let me start with Rashida Rajibade news. The latest FIFA ranking released today shows that Nigeria has fallen to the 38th position. But Super Eagles now have 1,499.93 points, a decrease from the previous 1,520.27 points. This drop marks a significant shift in the global football landscape as Nigeria continues to face challenges on the international stage. Formerly ranked 30th, Nigeria's decline followed its performance in 2 matches after the African Cup of Nations, where they emerged as runners-up after losing 2-1 to the host nation. In their recent games, the Super Eagles played a 1-1 draw against Bafana of South Africa in Uyo, Akwa Ibom State, and suffered a 2-1 defeat of Benin Republic in the match played in Ivory Coast. Nigeria's hopes for the 2026 World Cup qualifiers remain doubtful as the nation failed to secure victories in these crucial matches. Meanwhile, Argentina maintained its top position in the rankings, solidifying its status as the leading football nation in the world. The South American Giants gained 2.14 points, bringing their total to 1,860.14, reflecting their consistent high-level performance in recent tournaments. The FIFA rankings reported by different media are calculated using the ELO model, which consider film strength, match importance, and results. Liberia is the biggest climber in the rankings, moving up 10 positions to a new highest rank of 142nd. Liberia also scored the most points, gaining 37.47 points. Equatorial Guinea experienced its biggest drop, falling 10 positions and losing 47.53 points, marking a significant downturn in their ranking. However, the second and third spot on the latest ranking remain unchanged, as France and Belgium hold on to their respective positions. France continues to dominate the football world, securing the second position for another consecutive month with a rating of 1,840.59 points, despite a minor decrease of 3.12 points from the previous rankings. The French team remains a formidable force in the international football, following closely behind is Belgium, holding steady in third place with a rating of 1,795.3 points, marking a slight decrease of 27 points. Belgium's consistent performance in recent matches has contributed to maintaining its position in the top tier of global football. Meanwhile, Brazil has moved up to 4th position, overtaking England. The Brazilian team now boasts a rating of 1,788.65 points, a significant increase of 3.2 points from the previous ranking. This rise reflects Brazil's strong performance in recent matches and their ongoing effort to reclaim the top spot. Well, in surpassing turn of events, England slipped to 5th place after experiencing a decrease of 7.02 points, landing at a rating of 1,794.9 points. Meanwhile, Portugal maintained its position in 6th place despite a slight decrease of 1.07 points, securing the rating of 1,748.11 points. Well, back to Nigeria. Like I said earlier, the three-time African champions dropped from 50th to 38th position. To be recalled, our Super Eagles dropped 2 places in the previous FIFA ranking. The slip in the rankings follows the team's disappointing results in recent 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers. The West Africans held the Bafana of South Africa to a 1-1 draw at home and lost 2-1 away against Cheetahs of Benin Republic. The Super Eagles are, however, among the top 5 teams in Africa. Morocco are the highest ranked country on the continent, with Senegal in 2nd position, Egypt and Cote d'Ivoire occupy 3rd and 4th positions respectively. President of Nigeria Football Federation, Alhaji Ibrahim Musa Gusau, we today at the NFF Secretariat Abuja inaugurate the Federation's Futsal and Beach Soccer Subcommittee. The committee has as a chairman Tuekong Unse Essien, with the chairman of Nigeria Football, Alhaji Ahmed Yusuf aka Fresh, as vice chairman. The members are Aminu Muhammad Inuwa, also Honorable Suleiman Yahaya Kwande, Haji Leamid Gafar, Mr. Richard Jide Aka, and Yabagi Alhaji Baba. Also Abubakar D. Umar aka Bade happens to be the secretary. The Futsal and Beach Soccer Subcommittee is responsible for the organization of all futsal and beach soccer competitions and deals with all matters related to futsal and beach soccer. Nigeria has been a continent. Nigeria had participated in some of the continental tournaments regarding beach soccer and to some extent global, and they held on to a certain power in beach soccer in previous years, with the Super Sand Eagles winning the Beach Soccer Africa Cup of Nations in 2007 and 2009. They also got to the quarterfinals of the FIFA Beach Soccer World Cup in Italy 13 years ago. While the Confederation of African Football last week conducted a draw for this year's Beach Soccer Africa Cup of Nations qualifying series, with the Super Sand Eagles drawn to play Mauritania home and away next month. A total of 40 countries will be involved in the qualifiers, with just seven countries, 7 winners, join host Egypt at the finals. Talking about the Beach Soccer Africa Cup of Nations. Nigeria international Etim Essen has expressed concern over the Super Eagles' reliance on Napoli striker Victor Osimhen for goals, calling for a more diversified attacking strategy. Essen noted that the team's goal scoring burden should not rest solely on Osimhen's shoulders. According to him, he said, back then we used to have multiple sources for our goals, but now it seems to come either through Osimhen or his work. That is not acceptable in this modern era of football. So if Osimhen doesn't play, we can't have goals. He should have been rested in some of these games, like against Benin. Even if he was fit, he should have been rested. That's how football is played. Good link-up plays and goals coming from all corners of the team. Essen comments came amid ongoing controversy surrounding Osimhen and the embattled former coach, talking about Finidi George. The Napoli striker has been on the edge of fans' criticism following a social media outburst against Finidi George. The altercation began after Finidi George reportedly claimed he would not beg Osimhen to play for the national team following his withdrawal from 2 crucial 2026 World Cup qualifiers due to injury. Osimhen, who was replaced by Enugu Rangers defender Kenneth Igboki, responded angrily, claiming he had informed Finidi George about his condition. The fallout from the dispute has seen a divided fan base, with some criticizing Osimhen for his approach and others defending his right to express his frustrations. Adding to the drama, former Nigeria goalkeeper Ida Peter side urged Osimhen to apologize to Finidi George, suggesting a ban from the national team if he failed to do so. Quickly, let me quickly give you this gist from the MPFL. Kabir United players have received a 3 million naira cash boost ahead of their President Federation Cup semi-final clash against Academy Warriors. The Kabir State Deputy Governor Umar Abubakar doled out the cash by hosting the players at his residence in Kabir. Abubakar urged the players to aim high in the competition. He also acknowledged the dedication of the entire team throughout the 2023-2024 Nigerian National League season (NNL). Kabir United and Academy Warriors will square up at the Piva Goal Project in Abuja today. Let's not forget Kabir United defeated EFCC Football Club in the quarter-final of the competition, and let's see what they are going to do today versus Academy Warriors. Alright, quickly, let's talk about Nigerian players, especially those that will be involved in the summer transfer, this ongoing current summer transfer window, or those that are in the news amid the summer transfer window. Alright, let's start with the women. Spanish Femino outfit Sevilla have severed ties with Nigerian import Tony Payne. Payne is leaving the Roger Blancos after 6 years. Nigerian joined Sevilla from Dutch club Ajax in 2018. The 29-year-old registered 30 goals and 20 assists in 181 appearances across all competitions for the red and white. Tony Payne was born to a Nigerian parent in Birmingham, Alabama, United States of America. The winger represented USA at the youth level before later switching allegiance to Nigeria. Tony Payne has made 14 appearances for the 9-time African champion. He is expected to be included in Super Falcons squad for the 2024 Olympic Games in Paris. Another female player also in the news today is Super Falcons winger and captain Rashida Ajibade. Well, Rashida Ajibade has been named Atletico Madrid's Feminist Player of the Season. This is the first time the Nigerian will be winning the individual accolade. The 24-year-old enjoyed a remarkable campaign for the red and white. Ajibade registered 10 goals and 8 assists for Atletico Madrid during the 2023-2024 season. A former FC Robo player scored the decisive goal on the final day of the season against Villarreal, which secured the UEFA Women's Champions League qualification. For Atletico Madrid, she is expected to feature for Nigeria at the Olympics, talking about the 2024 Olympic Games in Paris. And she is expected to possess the same form and put in the same hard work for his country, like he did for our country, rather, like she did for our club. But Chelsea are interested in Atletico Madrid Spanish striker of Nigerian descent, Samu Omorodion, as the Blues continue their search for a new centre forward this summer. The 20-year-old Spaniard is coming off a promising season on loan at Alaves, where he scored 9 goals in 35 league appearances in La Liga. Seen as one of the top attacking talents in Spain, Omorodion has a release clause of £67 million, that's €80 million according to Romano. That's Fabrizio Romano, the transfer expert, as Chelsea are keen to negotiate in an attempt to lower Atletico's demand. The Blues are hunting for a new striker after appointing manager Enzo Maresca. Omorodion is seen as an alternative to Aston Villa forward John Duran, who is also targeted by Chelsea. Another club are aiming to bring in a new forward to compete with Nicholas Jackson, who had a shaky start to life at Stamford Bridge last season and failed to convince he is a guaranteed starter. Enzo Maresca will be keen to bring in more firepower to kick off his Chelsea tenure in style after the Blues missed out on top 4 last season and are set to compete in the Europa League competition next season. Well, according to the latest report, described as humble and hardworking, the striker of Nigerian descent has shown promising progress over the last year and could be rewarded with a chance at one of Europe's top clubs this summer. Omorodion joined Atletico Madrid from Granada only 12 months ago and is yet to make an appearance for Diego Simeone's side, but received praises from the Spanish manager for his performances last season. And Atletico Madrid have now offered Samu Omorodion a new contract in which contained a release clause of 100 million euro. That is, if Omorodion extends the contract, any club that wants to sign him in future will have to pay 100 million euro for Omorodion. That is if he signs the contract. Alright, Trabzonspor are planning a summer Eagle strike. Sorry, let me take that again. Trabzonspor are planning a Super Eagles strike force of Paul Onuachu and Anthony Nwakeme for next season as they aim to win the Turkish Super League crown again. The last won the league in the 2021-2022 season. This comes after the Turkish Super League club signed the Nigerian striker, a free agent, for the second time in his career. Trabzonspor will feature in next season's UEFA Europa League after they placed third in the Turkish top league. The seven-time Turkish champions have already convinced Nwakeme to return to the club. He made his name, and they hope they could also get Onuachu to at least extend his loan spell by another season. Last season, Giant centre forward Onuachu netted 15 goals for Trabzonspor on loan from English club Southampton. Fourth hero Nwakeme said he is happy to return from Saudi Arabia because of the great plans the club have for the coming campaign. There is possibility of Nwakeme teaming up in attack with countryman Onuachu, whose sources say he is not keen to return to parent club Southampton after the completion of his loan deal with Trabzonspor. During his first spell at the club, Nwakeme helped the club win the 2021-2022 Turkish League title and left the club for Saudi Arabia club Al Fayez on a free transfer in 2022. Alright, Nigeria striker David Okereke will return to his parent club Cremonese for next season after Torino decided to not activate the option to buy him permanently. The former Nigerian under-23 forward joined Torino in the winter transfer window on a loan deal that included a purchase option. Unfortunately, Okereke failed to impress with the Turin-based side, where he did not score or assist in 248 minutes of action spread across 9 matches, 3 of which he started. The deadline for activating the purchase clause in the 5-month loan agreement expired on the 14th of June, and Il Toro chose not to exercise this option. The club were reportedly underwhelmed by his performance and decided to let him leave instead of tying him to a permanent deal. Cremonese competing in Serie B missed the opportunity to make an immediate return to Serie A after being defeated by Venezia on aggregate in the Serie B playoff final on the 2nd of June. Sources close to Kirike says that he is not inclined to play in Serie B and is considering a return to Belgium, where he has attracted interest. Well, additionally, Turkish club Besiktas is reportedly interested in the 26-year-old striker. Since joining Cremonese from Club Brugge in the summer of 2022, Okereke scored 11 goals and provided 5 assists in 57 appearances across all competitions. Despite these disappointing stints at Torino, his overall record with Cremonese highlights his potential as a valuable player. Alright, Chidera Ejuke is determined to make an impact at his new club, Sevilla. Ejuke spent the last 2 seasons on loan at Bundesliga club Hertha Berlin of Belgian Pro League outfit Royal Antwerp. The 26-year-old now have a stable home after joining Sevilla on a free transfer Monday. The Nigeria penned a 3-year contract with the option of another year with the Rojiblancos. According to him, he says, "Thank you for the warm welcome. I'm very well. The last few days have been wonderful and I'm happy to be here. I'm looking forward to starting with the exciting moment that I know I will be here." According to Ejuke, says Sevilla is a great team. It has a great football culture. I'm looking forward to meeting my teammates. I know that the project is enormous and they want to reach the highest possible level, and I'm very excited, says Chidera Ejuke. Nigeria forward Anthony Uja has joined Bulgaria club Butwev Plodi on a free transfer. Anthony Uja was released by Bundesliga 2 club, talking about Eintracht Brunswick on Wednesday, but the 33-year-old is in the club's 4th edition. The 33-year-old is the club's 4th edition, following Alexander Marash, Alain Crochet, and Hans Christian Bernard's arrival at the club. This is where the club statement says, "We're delighted to welcome Anthony Uja to Butev. He brings with him a wealth of experience from the top levels of German football, boasting matches in both the Bundesliga and second Bundesliga on his calling card. His proven football qualities and ability to score will certainly help us improve." Alright, let's talk about Victor Osimhen. Talking about Victor Osimhen, respected Italian agent Andrea Di Amico has revealed that Napoli's Victor Osimhen is set to make a potential move to the Premier League this summer. The Amico said the move will be finalized after the conclusion of the European Championship currently going on in Germany. He added that more than one club may be interested in signing the Super Eagles attacker. Osimhen is expected to leave Napoli this summer and has been linked with the Premier League side like Arsenal and other foreign clubs. It's too early to say. There is a clause, and in my opinion, we have to wait until the end of the European Championship. Many want to study this competition because it has already happened that profiles emerge or important players are confirmed and therefore important goals are scored. In any case, I believe that the most likely destination for Osimhen is always the Premier League. There's more than one club that may be interested, says the Amico. We're still talking about Victor Osimhen. Well, Arsenal Football Club remain interested in signing Victor Osimhen, but they are unwilling to meet his €120 million release clause set by Napoli. Osimhen continues to be highly regarded as one of the top strikers in Europe, and Napoli set the release clause to protect his market value. Anticipating high demand this summer, the striker has agreed with Napoli that he can leave if a suitable offer arrives. He is now waiting for potential clubs to make their move. Arsenal is in search for a new striker, viewing Osimhen as a strong candidate after their failed attempt to sign Benjamin Sesko from RB Leipzig. However, according to a report from Calcio Napoli, Arsenal has an intention of paying a full release clause. They are prepared to offer 75 million euros to secure the former Lille striker. This amount represents their maximum offer, and it is presented as a take it or leave it proposition take it or leave it proposition to Napoli. Osimhen is one of the finest strikers in the market at the moment, and the Nigeria star is likely to leave Napoli this summer. It's more than our current option, and we add more goals to our game. Okay, it's more prolific than our current options, and we add more goals to our game, but it's not worth 120 million euros. We should not be bullied into paying that much for it. This statement was coming from Arsenal. Okay, before I leave Nigeria, let's hear something from the Honorable Minister of Sport Development, Senator John Owa-Eno. Senator John Owa-Eno has urged Nigerian athletes to treat the upcoming African Championship in Cameroon as a perfect rehearsal for the Olympic Games in Paris later this year. This was disclosed in a statement by Diana Mary Insan, Senior Assistant on Media to the Minister of Sport Development yesterday. Eno stated this following the Athletics Federation of Nigeria AFN announcement of a formidable list of 40 athletes that will represent the country at the African Champions in Douala. Among the standout names are Tobiamuson, Favor Fili, Chukwebuka, Enekwechi, and Chidi Okezie, some of Nigeria's biggest stars heading into the competition. The minister emphasized the importance of this championship as precursor to the Olympics, highlighting its role in preparing athletes for podium success at the world's biggest sporting event in Paris. He also advised the athletes to be cautious about their diet and hydration, noting the significance of this Olympic year and heightened scrutiny they will face. Alright, let's talk about athletics. Still talking about athletics, United States sprinter Erion Knighton has been cleared to compete at the Paris Olympics after avoiding a ban for a failed drug test. The 20-year-old was provisionally suspended in April after testing positive for a metabolite of trebolone in March. But an independent arbitrator ruled that it was more likely than not Knighton digested the banned substance when he ate some contaminated meat. Alright, quickly let's talk about tennis. Wimbledon champion marketer Vondrousova has suffered an injury scare less than a fortnight before her title defense is due to start. The Czech slipped and fell when leading 5-3 in the first set of her second round match against Anna Kaliskaya at the Berlin Open. Vondrousova clinched her right hip. Vondrousova clutched her right hip and called for a medical timeout before retiring 2 games later with the score at 5-5. Wimbledon takes place from the 1st of July to the 14th of July when Vondrousova is set to start her defense on the second day. At one point, it seems Andy Murray will be getting back fully into tennis, but Andy Murray remains hopeful the back injury, which ended his Queen's campaign, will not deny him what is expected to be a final appearance at Wimbledon. The British tennis player had to retire against Australia's Jordan Thompson on Wednesday. The sad finish to what is likely to be his last appearance at a tournament which he has won a record 5 times. The 37-year-old former world number 1 is set to bring his illustrious to a close later this year. Alright, let's get back to football, but right now on the foreign scene. Manchester United new co-owner Sir Jim Ratcliffe has revealed that he wants the Red Devils to be where Real Madrid is currently. Ratcliffe, however, admitted it will take time for Man U to get to the level of Real Madrid. Real Madrid are the current UEFA Champions League and La Liga holders. Man U, on the other hand, finished 8th position in the Premier League table last season, but won the FA Cup after beating Manchester City 2-1 in the final. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's not forget Euro 2024 is still on, and tonight, or let me say by midnight, Copa America will commence. We're talking about Euro 2024, UEFA European Championship in Group C around 2 p.m. today. Slovenia and Serbia will take on each other. That's 5 minutes away. By 5 p.m., Denmark and England will face each other. Then at exactly 8 p.m. in Group B, Spain and Italy will face each other. Now talking about Copa America. At exactly 1 a.m. midnight in Group A, Argentina and Canada will face each other in Copa America. Argentina and Canada will slug it out in Group A, talking about Copa America, at exactly 1 a.m. That's the kick-off time. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of the show talking about Sport Hour. Join me again tomorrow for another edition. Have a lovely afternoon. I remain James Aremu. Bye.
Tune in for the rhythms that make you feel alive. And get ready to power up your day every day on Power 365 Radio, broadcasting from the city of Ibadan. Follow us for top-notch news and entertainment updates. Don't miss a thing. So, pick up your phone and follow us on Facebook,